Yeah. Mr. Pistol Bap ya. Bap it, flap it, loaded. Life's a bitch. Bap it open. Oh. What's up, man? How you doing? I know you're a big Usman fan. But, I don't know. I don't believe in him. I just don't believe in him. I don't. I really don't. But it is what it is, you know. Doing good, brother? That's good, man. That's good. That's good, man. It's been great. But, you know, I'm really conflicted on how I feel about the UFC right now. I'm really conflicted. I don't really know how to feel. I kind of feel like I almost feel like because everybody hates on the UFC, I feel like I need to hate on the UFC. But it's like I don't need to say what everybody else is saying just because everybody else is saying it. You know what I mean? Like just because other people hate on the UFC doesn't mean I should hate on the UFC. I don't mind what they're doing. I mean, I don't think the cards are particularly bad. I don't think they're particularly great either, you know? But like what was UFC 299 was actually a really good card. You know? JDM, Piotr Jan, like that was probably that's a generational card. 299 was a generational card. But like what was Colby Masvidal? UFC, that wasn't too bad. But it wasn't great. UFC 272 wasn't like a great card per se. Like Colby Masvidal, RDA Moicano is a co-main. Is that really a co-main event? Barboza, Mitchell, Holland, Oliveira, Spivak, Hardy. Like, I don't think that's far off from 318? You know? No, it is pretty bad. No. 318 is really bad. Oh my gosh, 318 is genuinely terrible. 318, this is not... No way, this is what we're getting, right? That's got to be a flaw. Poirier, Allen. Don't change the subject? From what? Holloway, Dustin, Allen, Vittori, Magny, Nelson, Dulatov, Fugit, Aliskarov, Ferreira, Prachnio, Crute, Oliveira, Phillips, Robert Valentin versus Gutier. I don't know either of these. No, I know Robert Valentin. I don't know who this. I don't really know who this is. Look, a great card, bro. This is a trash card. This is really trash. Bro, let me. Can I click on him or not? Yeah, I can. View fight history. He has one fight versus Daniel Medina, who fought Zachary Reese. Interesting. I don't know who that is, to be fair. But it is what it is. The camera's so low. I mean, too high. Where have you been? I've been chilling. Where have you been? I've been at your mom's house. That's what I've been doing. I've been at your mom's. I've been talking sweet nothings to her ear. What about you? Been waiting for you? That's cool. You know what? Lots of people wait on me. And that's what you gotta do. Because I'm special and I only pop out when I need to. We miss ya. Yeah. I appreciate that. Dude. I didn't know that many people were actually interested about Kamaru Usman. Because of apparently apparently this is what I gotta do. You should have went live Saturday. Should I have? I was busy. I was really busy. I'm not gonna lie. I was really busy. I had some things I needed to do, things I had to get. I had a monkey on my, as Kamara would say, I had a monkey on my shoulder. I need to get off. I have no idea what that means, to be honest. A monkey on my shoulder. I've never heard that saying before. But leave it up to Kamaru Usman, Mister. I don't even know. I don't know my opinion on Kamaru Usman. He just seems a little bit. Something seems off with Kamaru Usman. Like, he seems. Do you guys not get this vibe from Kamaru? He seems very like. I don't know. Something's up. But that's just Kamaru. That's my boy Kamaru. There wasn't anything really spectacular, right? We had Rodolfo Bellato, which was a pretty interesting fight, But that was just a goofy performance, goofy acting. I've seen Riley Reid get some better acting than Rodolfo Bellato. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Lana Rhodes, better actor. Abella Danger, better actor. Even some of these up and comers, these shorties that only be ripping joys, they be better actor than Bellato. You've never heard of monkey on your back means, say, a hockey player hasn't scored in 20 games and he scores, is like breaking a slump? Really? The similar phrase would be chip in my... Chip? I don't believe that is a saying. Chip? Chip in my... I've never heard that before. He means he had a lot of personal matters and problems resolved during the 2 years he was inactive. Monkey on my back might be referring to that. Yeah, I could assume that's what it meant. But it's like, I've never heard that before. And he mentioned it like 20 times. He's like, I need to get this monkey on my back. I don't know. It seems like Kamaru Usman. I thought, I'm not going to say what I first thought when I heard it. I was like, Kamaru. Yeah. I thought he was like, I'm not going to say directly what I thought he meant, but I thought he was referring to, something that Tyron Woodley would not be approving of, is basically what I'm going to say. If Tyron Woodley saw that, Tyron Woodley would say, yeah, I'm just happy that Black Lives Matter. It's got to be one of the best press conference performances. People always bring up, the best one-liners in press conferences being Conor McGregor telling Jeremy Stevens, talking to Jeremy Stevens, or talking to Chad Mendes, right? But no, it's really Tyron Woodley when, Many people doubted Kamaru, also thought he was already done. That's crazy disrespect. Crazy disrespect. Yeah. Dad, can you help me host a bar mitzvah since you're a rabbi? Dag's such a chip in my bonnet. See, shit. How did I... I'm not. People did disrespect Kamaru. But I mean, honestly, I didn't disrespect Kamaru before the fight because I was like, you know what? That does make sense. The way he was moving. So this Unk is trying to farm Aura again. Unk? What do you mean Unk? Unk MMA, is that what you're talking about? You keep on bringing up Unk MMA, I swear to God. But Kamaru Usman, people disrespected him before the fight. But I don't even think they were disrespecting him for the fight. They were just saying memes about his knees, right? I wouldn't consider that disrespect. I would more or less just say memeing. They were just memeing about, basically, He's done the facts video part 3 now. He's beating it to death. Yeah, I know. But would you not do it? Are they even good facts? Are they good facts he's given out? Usman's getting outclassed in the last round. Was he getting outclassed in the last round? Was he getting outclassed in the last round? I don't think so. He just got hit a couple times. I wouldn't say he got. I don't consider that outclassing him. I wouldn't consider that outclassing him. I would just consider that he got hit in the face in a fight. Like that's what happens in a fight. You know, Dags Downey's assembling like Power Rangers. Yep, Dags Downey's. You had it 5-0 Buckley. You know what? I could see it. Yeah, the kid looked flat. Yeah, Buckley looked flat on his feet. Yeah, that was not the Buckley we're used to seeing. Kid looked flat. The last fact check one suck. It was Poirier and Max Facts. Dag ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you. UFC facts and stats you didn't know. Part 2. Oh, he completely gave up. He completely gave up and didn't even give any good stacks. Current Usman would do current Colby so bad. Yeah, definitely. 100%. 100%. If Dustin kills Max, who would have a victory over him in every method? They're not that interesting. In your opinion, Kamaru deserve a fight for the belt, Dag, or not yet? Nah, he does not deserve to fight for the belt next. No way in hell does he deserve to fight for the belt next. Like, I've said this before, but it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if guys coming off the Contender Series are going to be like, I'm just going to wait for a title shot. Yeah, I know I just came off the Contender Series and beat some guy who wasn't even in the UFC, but I feel like with my performance, I've definitely done enough to warrant a title shot. So I'm gonna sit for a year and wait for a title shot. It's like, can we stop this? Can we please stop begging for a title shot? Like, there's issues with the UFC, but there's also issues with the fighters in the UFC. But like, again, that's the UFC's fault for doing that. The UFC right now is giving undeserved title shots. So it does make sense that fighters are like, you know what? Yair Rodriguez won one fight. On a one-fight win streak, he's getting a title shot. Khalil Roundtree, undeserving contender, gets a title shot. I'm just going to wait around, see how everything plays out. Someone's most likely going to pull out for, you know, I slipped on a banana peel trash excuse. And then they're going to, you know, anyone who thinks this Saturday card is taking place in a war zone is so dumb. It's happening at Apex. It's not happening at the Apex. It's Azerbaijan. There's no war going on in bro, they're not doing an event in flippin' Palestine, dude. Yeah, UFC 320, we're actually going to be rescheduling and we're going to be moving it to Palestine. And yeah, this is a great fight. This is a great place to have a fight. Kamaru Usman needs to fight Bilal. He could get a title shot if he fights and beats Bilal, but I don't think he beats Bilal. Usman versus Gary or Brady. Nah, I don't want to see Usman Brady. I would want to see Usman Gary. That makes a lot of sense. Iran is like an hour away, little bro. Is it actually? Azerbaijan. Oh, shit. Yeah, I know, but oh, shit, it is. It is really close. It is. Azerbaijan is close, but, man, who cares, man? Man, who cares? If you imagine, but that would be dope. That would be dope. Imagine in the middle of a fight. Imagine in the middle of the fight, the screen just shakes, right? And then you just hear like a missile going off. That'd be the best ending to a UFC card. The whole arena just gets blown to bits. That would probably suck for the fighters and for the UFC, and it'd be probably one of the most traumatic experiences watching. But tell me that wouldn't be cool, right? 1 in 3 last 4 do not get a title shot in a stacked division of young killers. Young killers, yeah. I know I just beat Anshul Jabli, but that's a top-level competition. Yeah. Yeah. John Anik. And it's not just bomb. I don't know what John Anik sounds like. I'm not going to lie. And it's not just bombs dropping in the octagon here tonight. John, hey guys, what does DC sound like? Yeah, and that just Impression of Bellato flopping. Ouch. He's from what? Brazil? Ouch. You just kicked me in the chest. I got kicked in the chest. I don't know what he sounds like. He's a little bit caveman-ish. I just got kicked in the chest and this killed me from shockwaves. I deserve win, and because of this win, I want to get title shot. I beat Paul Craig. It was bullshit, number one bullshit decision. I killed Paul Craig, and now I want title shot against Magomed Ankalaev. I think this is a good fight. Sean O'Malley, cough. What about Sean O'Malley? Sean O'Malley deserved that shot. Why did Kai Sakura get a title shot of a fight, but Islam had to wait like 15 fights? Japanese privilege? Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, who else was there to fight Pantoja? Right? You couldn't ever in 100 years have a headline card featuring, a pay-per-view card featuring Ian Gary versus Shafkat for what? Number one contender? It's very difficult to imitate DC's voice. Hey man. Yo, is there bombings going out there? No, there's gotta be bombs going out there right now. Hey, as long as them don't hit one of me. What? Usman, Bilal, Shafkat, Brady, Gary, Leon, all fights that could be made next. Yeah, 100%. Shafkat, yeah, those are all great fights. Whenever they fight in Abu Dhabi, I always think of one of those guys in turbans in the front row, strapped, gonna destroy the entire thing. Okay, I don't think of that. I think it's a little bit weird to think about that. But to each their own. To each their own. Not even joking. Anshul Jubli was here in Brampton kickboxing gym, but he kicked my ass. I don't believe that. Willmaker is the GOAT. Finished Chris easily than Sean. Dude, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard people talk about. How Malcolm Willmaker is way better than Sean O'Malley just because he finished Chris Matinho. Bro, what? I would like to Willmaker would not be able to chin Aljamain Sterling. He would not be able to piece up Piotr Jan. He would not be able to beat. I don't even know if Willmaker would be able to get. Who would be able to beat Pedro Munoz? Paul Craig is Loki, the champ. He's the only person in UFC to beat Big Uncle. Yeah. Is he Loki the champ? I mean, lineal champ. Paul Craig is the lineal champ. But then who's the lineal champ? Who's the actual lineal champ? Paul Craig Tapology. Is Bo? No, but is RDR the lineal light heavyweight champion? Okay, so Paul Craig beat Magomed Ankalaev, then lost to Jimmy Crute, so that means Jimmy Crute's the champ. And then he lost to Misha Krukunov, who lost to Ryan Spann, who lost to Anthony Smith, who lost to Magomed Ankalaev. So technically, Magomed Ankalaev is the lineal light heavyweight champion, right? I had Craig Usman parlay at plus 991. I was brutally robbed. Bellato only had one knee down. Yeah, I know, but you can't have... One knee is still a grounded opponent. Fiziev plus Hill moneyline redemption parlay. Nah, I don't believe in Fiziev. I really don't believe in Fiziev. Like, Fiziev a little bit overrated? Is he? I don't know. DC's voice is just pretend you're eating something and say, damn, Joe, he's hurt. Oh, that's tight, Joe. Joe, that's tight. Joe, that's tight. That's in. Joe, that's tight. Joe, that's tight. This is my impression of Daniel Cormier. Having his wife in doggy. Ready? Oh, Joe, that's tight. Joe, that's tight. Joe, that's tight. Joe, that's tight. That's tight. Oh, I'm done. I'm done, Joe. Joe, that's tight. Craig should have gotten the KO win. Nah. Talbot Wellmaker feature fight on a pay-per-view. I'd pay lots to watch that. Yeah, that's a good fight. Sean's vs. Song would be a good fight. Nah, we need to see Sean O'Malley take on Henry Cejudo versus Sean O'Malley. Song Yadong versus Umar. That's the fight to make. Sean got pillow hands compared to Wellmaker. Nah, don't even try to say Wellmaker got pillow hands. Stop it. Wellmaker literally throws like he's Michael Chandler. Like literally just 100%. 100% into every shot. So don't even try to compare. Sean O'Malley's a literal sniper. He sees your chin. He locates your chin. Boom. Wellmaker's a guy who's swinging. He just swings to swing. He's not a technique guy like Sean O'Malley is. Sean O'Malley's a technique guy. Wellmaker's he got one technique. He's got a check hook. So don't even try to compare him to Sean O'Malley. Wellmaker does not, and you guys are going to see, people were literally saying the same thing about Talbot. Talbot was like, oh my gosh, this is the real Sean O'Malley. Peyton Talbot, the real Sean O'Malley. Welcome back, Sean O'Malley. It's like, bro, what has Talbot done? Lima, big favorite versus Talbot. It makes sense. Yeah, Wellmaker puts people to sleep. Sean doesn't. Talbot is not getting past Lima. No, I knew about Lima. When I first saw Lima fight in the UFC, I'm like, dude, I think it was his second fight in the UFC. Dude, he was like a minus 120 or something. Like, it was a pretty close odds. Dude, I was like about to go to sleep, and I'm like, I'm just going to money line this. And then I woke up and I had money in my account because I'm like, of course he's going to win. This guy literally trains with Chimaev. You don't train with Chimaev and lose, you know? If you train with Chimaev, unless you're Garam, who's lacking in, I don't know. Sean's way better striker than Wellmaker, but Wellmaker has way more one-punch power. But that's because Wellmaker just throws shots, you know? Like, Wellmaker, I don't know. Wellmaker's 31-year-old prospect who's knocking out cans, fraud check soon, 100%. Wellmaker's not Talbot, LOL. Yeah, you say that now, and then once Wellmaker loses, like, you don't even act like Wellmaker is some top prospect who's about to become champion. He's just not going to become champion. He's not going to get a title shot. Give him any sort of wrestler, he's going to lose. Give him any... This guy beat Chris Matinho. Are we playing around here? This guy didn't beat Pedro Munoz. He didn't beat Kyler Phillips. He didn't even beat Said Nurmagomedov. He didn't even beat Vinicius Oliveira. He didn't even beat Cody Garbrandt. He beat Chris Matinho, who is never won a UFC fight. What? How many rounds did it take to beat Chris? Bro, who cares? That is. Are we really doing MMA math right now? Is that really what it's boiled down to? Well, clearly, bro, what? That's like saying Jamal Hill beats Yuri because Jamal Hill dominated Glover when Yuri was having a back and forth battle with him and was about to lose. What are you talking about? Talbot, like Bo, exposed too many hype jobs. Patchy, another one. Nah, Patchy Mix was a hype job, got exposed. Talbot, hype job who got exposed. But Bo wasn't a hype job who got exposed in the same sense that Talbot and Patchy Mix got exposed, just because the fact that Bo had never shown signs of greatness. Talbot actually had moments where you're like, wait a minute, this guy's got some real skill. Bo, I've never looked at a Bo nickel fight and been like, this guy could definitely challenge for the belt at some point. I mean, if he does what he did, even before the Paul Craig fight, I was like, this guy has not shown me anything at all. Whereas Talbot, I was like, okay, he actually is showing something. Patchy Mix, he has shown stuff in the past. So, Wellmaker's not at all LOL. Nobody has... Yeah, true. How many rounds did it take O'Malley to beat Chris? Stop it. Wellmaker gonna get fraud checked bad? Oh, 100%. You're coping because your boy couldn't KO Matinho, but Wellmaker did, and that makes O'Malley look bad? What? I'm not coping. Bro, Wellmaker beat Chris Moutinho. Bro, you know who? Chris Matinho. This isn't even the first time. Chris Matinho. Let's pull up his. He got KO'd after the Sean O'Malley loss. You know that, right? Who did he lose to? He got KO'd in round 1 by Guido Canetti. What are you talking about? Wellmaker is Ronnie Barcelo's victim in the making? Yeah, probably. Ronnie Barcelo's probably pieces up Wellmaker. The whole top 10 pieces up Wellmaker. This guy's not a title challenger. Wellmaker loses. Wellmaker gets brutalized by Marcus McGee. Brutalized by Petr Yan. Like, why are we even having this conversation? We should be a year from this conversation. How are you guys bringing up Wellmaker? Like, he's some great guy. We should not even be having this conversation. Really, we should not have this conversation. We should have this conversation once he beats someone who is decent. Somebody who, I don't know, has at least won a couple of fights in the UFC. Imagine what Wellmaker does to Cody No Love. Yeah, he probably beats Cody No Love. But it's like, Cody's nickname, No Love, means his parents had no love for him and put him up for adoption. Yeah. I'll bet you guys money right now that Talbot's going to miss weight or barely make weight against Lima. Okay. What's up, Leandro? Yeah, and Sean O'Malley couldn't finish Chris. Not even sleep him. I mean, couldn't finish him is a little bit misleading only due to the fact that, I don't know, he did finish him. I don't understand what you mean. Sean O'Malley finished him. You know who else Sean O'Malley finished? Aljamain Sterling. Where Chris Matinho, where Wellmaker would not even land a punch on Aljamain Sterling. He gets submitted by Aljamain Sterling. This further proves the point that Sean wasn't ready for the bright lights. Dude, I agree. I totally agree. He was not ready for the bright lights. We saw this time and time again, right? Where Sean O'Malley just wasn't ready for the bright lights. You could tell by the way he pieced up Petr Yan. He just wasn't ready for the bright lights. You could tell by the way he KO'd Aljamain Sterling. He just wasn't ready for the bright lights. You could tell by the way he dominated Chito Vera over 5 rounds. Completely destroyed, dismantled him over 5 rounds. He just wasn't ready for the bright lights. Okay, buddy. Trump wanted Marab to win. Yes, I totally believe what you're saying about Donald Trump. Because you have personal connections to Donald Trump. Yeah, great. Cameron Simon won fights. Did he though? Wasn't he on a losing? Didn't he already lose before that? Like, I need Wellmaker to fight someone on at least a couple fight win streak. You know? Yeah, he already lost to Christian Rodriguez. And this guy beat who? This guy beat a bunch of nobodies. Like, stop it. Let's go on Monkey. I'm not going on Monkey. No way. Uncoming may stream for 4 hours the other night. You only go for 1 hour, 20 minutes. Your competition is hungry? Nah, dang, dude. No way. I'm cooked. Has PTSD done stream yet? He's gone, bro. He's gone. PTSD is gone. Wellmaker wouldn't need follow-up shots against Sterling. Yeah, probably because he'd be on his back and getting submitted by Aljamain Sterling. So, of course, he wouldn't need follow-up shots because he's not getting into any position where follow-up shots are needed. He's going to be back out on his feet, or not out on his feet. He's going to be on his back, and he's going to be submitted. What's up, Alma? What do you have to say about the Paul Craig and Rodolfo Bellato fight? What do I have to say about it? I think everything's already been said about it. It was pretty funny. When I first saw it, I was laughing at it. You know, I was laughing. I was like, hey, classic move. But it's crazy because since when is this the new rules? I thought if you got KO'd when something illegal was done, then you win by disqualification. Since when is it only Aljamain Sterling? Was that like a new rule? You could tell by the way Sean lets other guys bang his wife. He wasn't ready for the bright lights. He doesn't let other guys bang his wife. I'm loving Monkey lately. Okay. I'm going to ban you. Say some stupid stuff like that. Rodolfo should get the win, doesn't it? This wasn't illegal. Yeah, I know. It kind of should be Rodolfo Bellato getting the win there. Because he was illegally upkicked. If you cheat, you lose, right? I'm a member. How are you going to ban me? Watch me. Watch me. Nico Price KO'd James Vick with an upkick? Yeah, but was it an illegal upkick? They're completely different. Yeah, that wasn't an illegal upkick, though. We've seen upkick finishes before. We've even seen upkick body finishes before. But if he's on his knee, or if he's a grounded opponent, you can't upkick someone and KO with him. How's your day, Dag MMA? It was good. Alma Longoria. It was good so far. So it was good. Yeah, very good so far. But I think it can be better. How was your day? Kevin Holland, pound for pound. Unk MMA uploaded twice in one day. He's hungry. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean you're hungry. That just means you're sacrificing quality over quantity. And I don't know if I want to sacrifice quantity over quantity. Quality over quantity. Right? Like, maybe you can get some decent quality out of it, but I'd rather just put some time into something and make it to what I want it to be. You know? Make Alma and Poker mods. That's the last people I'm going to make mods. I did that Atlanta card. Literally had 8 decisions, 3 finishes. Yeah, but, decisions aren't they're not, like, bad. It really depends on how the decision plays out. You know? Like a Volkanovski Max Holloway, that's a good decision, regardless of, the finish or not. Decisions can be more entertaining than a finish, right? It's better now since I'm here. Yep. Mansour Abdul Malik is the next big thing. No. Brendaro Sopaj, next big thing. Is Sugar your top 3 fave fighters? Yes, still to this day. Sugar, Jamal Hill, Chimaev. Who else is a great fighter to watch that I enjoy? Joshua Van's up there. But I was like, I need to preface this every single time I talk about Joshua Van. I liked Joshua Van before it was cool. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. Who else is there to like? What was the first UFC event you watched? Oh, I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. Because that goes a while back. Because sometimes I would watch them. Like, not the whole card. So I don't know. Sometimes I would just watch like a fight here and there. Or see it at like a bar or something and I'd watch it. But I genuinely have no idea what my first UFC event that I ever watched was. Favorite fighter is Malcolm Wellmaker. It's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck when he gets brutally finished and Farad checked. It's gonna be really bad for you when Malcolm Wellmaker does literally nothing to somebody and gets finished. Most likely, I'm telling y'all right now, Malcolm Wellmaker just is not that guy. Like, congratulations, you got power, but you know how many guys got power and then can never do well because they're just. Van talks like Buckley, SMH. Does Joshua Van talk like Buckley? No, he talks like a guy from Houston. Your top 5 fighters are Yuri, Talbot, Wellmaker, Borgs, and Islam. Okay. That's probably one of the most casual lineups I've ever heard. Yuri, Talbot, and Wellmaker, Borgs, and Islam. Yeah, this guy's straight up TikTok fiend. This is a TikTok list if I've ever seen one. Literally, you could find out what your favorite fighters are just by. I'm pretty sure you just changed this. You think Malcolm Wellmaker should fight next? Who do I think he should fight next? There's a lot of guys outside the rankings. Maybe like a Pedro Munoz. I wouldn't mind a Pedro Munoz matchup. But is Pedro Munoz in the UFC or did he get cut? He might have gotten cut. Or did he retire? He might have retired, right? Is he still a UFC fighter? Pedro's still fighting the UFC? Okay. He's still fighting in the UFC. Then yeah, Wellmaker versus Pedro Munoz. That's always a good step up in competition. Always a good step up in competition. I think. My favorite my favorite fighter is who? Who? Who'd like more, DDP or Strickland? Probably DDP. No, Talbot isn't casual, you sped. Casuals don't know who that is. Yeah, it is. Casuals know. Casuals know Talbot. He's literally one of the most casual casual friendly fighters there is on the roster. What? Same with Wellmaker. Same with Yuri. Like, they're all casuals favorites. Would you let DDP you? Probably not. Probably not. Just because DDP's a little too manly for my liking. Maybe like I would definitely DDP maybe like maybe like Jordan Levitt. Maybe a Jordan Levitt, right? He's a little bit softer, you know, he's not as muscly. Cody Garbrandt Wellmaker? Nope. No, Cody Garbrandt Wellmaker does nothing for nobody. He's on maternity leave. Only because he takes diff from Frank Ocean? Yeah, true. Yeah. Bro's thinking? I am thinking, yes. Can I DDP you? No, you cannot DDP me. I don't even know what you mean by DDP. But I assume it has to do with double. And it's one of the D's, and the other D and the P is probably penetration. So probably not. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Pedro Munoz hasn't gone to win in 2 years, but he's never been knocked out. Double. Okay, yeah, I figured. Pedro Munoz hasn't gone to win in 2 years. Yeah, exactly. That's why you need to give him Wellmaker, because that's a total winnable matchup for Wellmaker. But Pedro Munoz isn't going to get chinned. But if he chins Pedro Munoz, then you know, okay, this guy's the real deal. So I think Pedro Munoz is a perfect matchup for Wellmaker. Perfect matchup for Wellmaker. Top 5 fighters I hate. Cody Garbrandt. Why Cody? Ian Gary, that makes sense. Anthony Smith. Okay, that makes sense. Michael Chiesa? Why Michael Chiesa? And Max Holloway. Nah, how do you hate Max Holloway? I think it's objectively wrong to hate Max Holloway. I think. Pedro Munoz hasn't gone to win in 2 years. But he's still a good competitor. He's a test. Pedro Munoz is a test for everybody. You can really gauge how good people are or how bad people are when they fight Pedro Munoz. Like Kyler Phillips, when he fought Pedro Munoz, that was a test for Kyler Phillips to figure out, okay, is Kyler Phillips the real deal, or is he a fraud check waiting to happen? If Peyton Talbot fought Pedro Munoz, he might do good, but you might understand that, okay, if Talbot doesn't get a KO, he's in a little bit of trouble. I think he means, can he diddy you? Leave Chiesa alone. Yeah. Max is a dope fighter, but it's just because all he says is, we'll find out Saturday night. Never hypes fights up. Yeah, I know, but that's because Max Holloway is on death's door when he's weight cutting. Like, when you're seeing Max Holloway talk at press conferences, you got to realize this guy is not drinking water in the past, 2 weeks. So he's like that one SpongeBob meme. And he's like, I don't need it. You know? Munoz has 10 losses, and most of those aren't more recent in his career. Yeah, I know, but he's a good gauge on telling whether a guy's legit or not. I still believe that. He beat Cody Garbrandt, lost to Aldo, lost to Dominic Cruz, lost to Sean O'Malley, lost to Kyler Phillips. Like, you know, he's a good test. That's what I'm saying. I hate Mac's stupid little lisp, and his fans are insufferable. He's also super overrated. Don't even talk about how Max is overrated. He has so many losses. Yeah, but who cares about losses? Who cares about losses? It's about context. This is the problem with you guys. This is the problem with you guys. You guys look at losses and you never got you guys are genuinely Dags Downies because you guys never look at context. You know? It's like when you got to have the context. Context matters. Might as well let Wellmaker finish Cheeto in the first fight. Wellmaker, nah. Cheeto Vera does dirty things to Wellmaker. Dirty things. Cheeto Vera's like borderline unfinishable. What is Wellmaker going to do? Left hooks, spam left hooks for 15 minutes? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. All fighters that also work at the desk are hateable? Yeah, that's true. Max is the same when he streams on Kick. He's so boring. Didn't cope and say because it's the weight cut. No, it was the weight cut. It was the weight cut, 100%. Because if Max were to fight Ilia Topuria at 155, that's a different result, man. I'm going to tell you right now. That's a different result, dude. Max Holloway probably chins Ilia Topuria at 155. They need to run that back. Let's get a rematch for Max Holloway. That's a great fight. Max Holloway chins Ilia Topuria. 4th round. He beats Ilia at 155. Stop it. Although I do think Ilia is going to chin Charles, I just think Charles is a really good yet bad stylistic matchup for Ilia Topuria because you got to think of from 2 angles. In terms of how the fight's going to look, it's going to be all Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira is going to dominate Ilia Topuria. But that being said, Ilia Topuria has the touch of death. Volkov chins Ilia. Volkov, yeah, I would hope he chins him. I mean, he's an actual heavyweight. Who are you rooting for, DP or Max? Probably I'm rooting for DP, but Max is gonna win. No, I'm rooting for Max, and Max is gonna win. How do you not have Anderson Silva in your top 5 all time? I mean, who does Anderson Silva beat, right? Cheeto dropped by Figgy. Imagine what Wellmaker does. Cheeto slipped against Figgy. And Wellmaker is nowhere close to Figure Eight in terms of skill. Because Wellmaker doesn't have the takedown threat. Figgy genuinely has a takedown threat. And he has real power. I mean, look what he did to Rob Font. What's the context then? Max sucks, man. The context? Okay, we'll go back. Max Holloway's last loss to Ilia Topuria. I mean, the weight cut was definitely affecting him. The losses before that, I mean, he lost to Volk 3 times, but 2 of those were arguably Max's fight. Max Holloway lost to Conor McGregor, who when he was, 21? You know, he lost to Dustin Poirier when he was making his, debut or some shit. He lost to, who else did he lose to? Max is a stupid little Hawaiian pussy, can't even speak correctly. Yeah, because he's a fighter, because he fights entertaining fights. Ilia can't speak correctly either. Charles is going to maul Topuria on the ground. Yeah, but I think Charles Oliveira is going to beat up Ilia Topuria on the feet and on the ground. But that being said, Ilia is going to chin him. He's going to drop him. He's going to wobble him. And Ilia Topuria, bro, y'all remember when Ilia Topuria was fighting Ryan Hall? And this guy was literally going from here to here, from this close. And that was chinning Ryan Hall, no range of motion. We heart DDP. We love DDP around here. No, we don't. You should make a podcast with Figgy, call it Daggy and Figgy Show. That's a trash idea. Holy. I should ban you just for that. Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Imagine not having Ryan Spann in your top 5. Yeah. Ryan Spann has 3 losses to Anthony Smith. 2 of them to the regular Anthony Smith, and then 1 loss to shiny Anthony Smith. Anderson Silva not only smoked the division for years, but is also the way he did it dominant. Yeah, but who's in the division? Bro, hating on Max. I'm not how am I hating on Max? What did I say that's hating on Max? Quote unquote. Quote unquote, bro, why you hating on Max, dude? Yo, why you hating on Max? I'm not hating on Max. I'm just saying that I don't know. You know, Chimaev be tongue kissing his goats. No, Chimaev is not tongue kissing his goats. Unless by goats you mean GSP, then maybe he might be tongue kissing GSP. Hey man, how's it going, man? Hey, Chimaev, I am not impressed with your tongue kissing, man. Hey, Chimaev, I am not impressed with your spitting in my mouth, man. I need you to spit way harder, man. You got to come and do this, man, or else I will. I don't want to reenact gay porn. I gotta stop. Jesus, what am I doing here? Chimaev ain't tongue kissing nobody. GSP murdered a bear. I lost respect for him after that. I did see GSP. I did see that. Yeah, he did shoot a bear. Hey man, this is the bear that Habib was wrestling, and I think that I can beat him in a fight, man. Yeah. I am not impressed with your performance, so I shot you in your head, man. This bear stood no chance against Habib. He killed the beast, the bear in self-defense. He killed the bear in self-defense. Yeah, it was preemptive defense. I heard that the bear had a nuclear program in the works, and I think GSP just killed it because he was just preparing. He didn't want to get attacked by the bear. Yeah, poker. I'm timing you out, bro. Yeah, I'm not looking up stupid shit like that. Should we have Rafael Fiziev handing out bulletproof vests to the crowd this weekend? Yeah, no. We're not seeing bullets fly this weekend. We're just gonna be seeing missiles. I mean, maybe if Rafael Fiziev could install an Iron Dome onto the Azerbaijan arena, then maybe. But like, bulletproof vests aren't gonna do anything. L-ban. Nah. Do you used to be talking about Reiner de Ritters? Sounds hilarious. GSP Reiner de Ritter? I don't see anything about GSP and Reiner de Ritter. He wasn't talking about him. Who's that? No, Alma, stop it. Delete that message. Now. Timing out members is wow. Who the fuck you think you are? Somebody who has all the power here. RDR Whitaker will be a banger. No. I don't want to see Whitaker fight RDR. I think RDR is a bad matchup for Whitaker. Not my bad. I meant it like an impression, not something that's actually happening. Oh. GSP talking about Reiner de Ritter sounds hilarious. Why would that be hilarious? Hey, man. Reiner de Ritter. I know you beat Bo Nickel, but man, I am not impressed with your performance. You are built like a milk bag that we have in Canada. But you have a belly that is really fat, but your chest is built, so it's a really weird body competition you have, man. And I'm just confused, man. You're 6'4", but you look Reiner the Ritter. Hey, man, Reiner the Ritter is very good. Should I search him up / her up? Yeah, on your own volition, search him up. Yes, but yeah, search him up. Yeah. Go ahead, Alma. You wanna find out? You wanna find out who that person is? Okay, search him up. Okay, Derek Lewis Steel Cup. You're about to get timed out. Anybody who mentioned, I'm gonna. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm done. Is he a bad person? So we got UFC coming up this Saturday. Jamal Hill, Khalil Roundtree. I mean, Khalil Roundtree, he beats people up like he's Batman. Khalil Roundtree beats people up like he's Batman. Unless he's fighting someone with actual skills. I did ignore your comment. Yes, purposely. Please take a hint. Come on. Take a hint. I specifically ignored it so we could brush past it without focusing on what you said. Thoughts on Buckley's fight IQ? I don't think he has bad fight IQ. He just lost. He was just never that skilled. The reason people are trying to find excuses for Buckley losing, he has no fight IQ. Why did he only think about stuffing takedowns to the 5th round? Yada, yada, yada. But it's like, dog, you cannot be that serious to where you genuinely think Buckley just didn't stuff takedowns to the 5th round because he wanted to. Dude, when he was shooting, when Usman was shooting takedowns, I didn't even think about stuffing him to the 5th round. Because in the 5th round, he shot a takedown, and I was like, man, maybe I should start stuffing these shits, But Usman, in the first 4 rounds, I didn't even know what stuffing a takedown was. That's not what happened. Buckley was just never that good. That's the truth. Buckley was never that good. You beat Colby Covington on 3 weeks' notice. Nice. You beat 41-year-old Wonder Boy when you were losing 2 rounds, right? He beat Vicente Luque, who pulled guard, right? Like, congrats, you beat Vicente Luque, pulled guard, and quit in the octagon live. Buckley has never had power. He's never had really good grappling. He's never been the most technical strikers. I mean, he's just always been a guy who is a victim. Buckley's always been a victim. He will always be a victim. The UFC just tried to give him favorable matchups, but at some point, once you get to the top, you're not getting these favorable matchups because nobody's a favorable matchup. Dag versus Thug Rose, who would win? I'd let Thug Rose dominate me, probably. Dude, low-key, Thug Rose, R34, that would be fire. Tell me you would not watch Thug Rose comic book format. Let's ask ChatGPT to make this. ChatGPT, make this woman the love of my life. ChatGPT, make her a baddie. ChatGPT, make her a cartoon hentai. ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I use it all the time. I ask it to make Rose Namajunas a cute anime girl, Taguntu. Okay. Like my name? Nice. I just searched it up. I'm traumatized. Yeah, I mean, he's also swinging and being close enough to hit. Yeah, I know, but that's always been Buckley. That's always been Buckley's best chance is to swing as hard as he can, right? That's always been Buckley's best chance, and he didn't do it. But if he did it earlier on, if he did what he did in the 5th round, he would have been gassed by the 3rd. And Usman has one of the best cardios, even though he got out cardioed by Chimaev. I'm going to say it right now. Usman's first takedown, when he dipped under a punch, kind of made Buckley look silly. I think Kamaru Usman tried to genuinely copy Chimaev's takedown attempts. Did y'all not see? I've never seen Kamaru Usman literally jump at someone's ankles like he's a kid with Down syndrome, trying to bite someone's ankles. I've never seen that before. Calm down, Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis, a new name, is such base. No. Poker were the only base ones here. No. How'd you know who that was? Because he has the same profile picture. ChatGPT is doing my dirty work right now. We made Rose Namajunas fat and an anime girl. This is peak usage of technology, guys. When I'm about to show you what I'm about to show you, this is the peak use. This is peak use. I'm about to show you all peak technology usage right here. You guys are about to see something right here. This is what I made with ChatGPT, and this was the original image. Tell me that's not fire. Tell me that's not one of the greatest uses of AI ever been used before. Of course, Derek Lewis did. Yep. Isn't that one of the greatest uses of technology y'all have ever seen? I'm asking Dag, did he know who without searching him up? I searched him up. Of course I searched him up. This is what AI was made for. I think so. But I think we need to spice it up here. Any bands as we're talking about? Can you keep that photo up for 30 more seconds? I got you. Now put her in doggy. You knew before you searched them up? Nah. I literally searched them up as you typed it out. Bro, stop trying to... Bro, stop. Don't even try to get me. All right. He's trying to call you gay. Yeah, I know what he's trying to call me. Chad, I'm telling you, go back and watch. He didn't search him up. He knew immediately. I mean... Give us some sleepers 2 years from now that could be new UFC champions. Lima, who's fighting Talbot. Who's a sleeper. A sleeper. An AI image request stream? I've done that before. But people didn't like it because apparently I was getting too sexual. Like, bro, let me do my stuff with Nina Drama AI and Tracy Cortez AI. What's up, Shotty? Dude, sleepers. Who are some sleepers? Lima. Philippe Lima. Carlos Leal. He could definitely be a challenge for everybody, especially if the UFC allows him to remain on steroids. I'm trying to think of cards. Who is really standing out and being like this guy who could possess some challenges for up and comers? I don't know. I have a bad memory. I have a pretty bad memory. I don't know. I need to start writing stuff down. This is what I need to do because I know there's fighters, and I know I thought about fighters before, but it's like. Trying to see. I wish Malcolm Wellmaker entered the UFC when he was younger. Yeah, but he might not be as good, right? He might not have been as good. Would Sean Brady be considered a sleeper who would be champ, or is he too well known? I mean, he's an actual title contender, so I'd believe that he's not he's probably not there yet. Maybe Oblon Elliott. Oblon Elliott, he could definitely be. He's a sleeper. Anybody who is like a sleeper. Kyler Phillips, he's a little bit of a sleeper. I don't know. There hasn't been anybody that's really stood out to me. AI, a pic of Connor in blackface taunting Chandler at a press conference. Nah. Chris Matinho's a sleeper. Brendaro Sopaj. I think he's a definite sleeper. I think he's really good. I think he's a definite sleeper. Jean Mats no. He lost. Who else is there? Mario Pinto. He's good. Jacoby Smith. Loner Kavanaugh. Grant Dawson. I think Grant Dawson is probably one of the most slept on guys there is. I think he definitely is. I think so. Ask ChatGPT who will be a UFC champion in 5 years. Pick a weight class. Nah. How is the most overrated fighter? What do you mean? Oh my gosh, poker, bro. Count to 300, bro. I just don't want to do that, bro. What about the Chiwis guy? Will he ever win a title? Nah. No. He's not that good. He's really not that good. Oh, who is the most overrated fighter? Oh, most overrated fighter. Oh, that's easy. We can go division by division. Most overrated fighter at flyweight. Pantoja. I think Pantoja's a little overrated right now. People act like he's dominating guys, and it's like he's not dominating guys. At bantamweight, who's the most overrated? Wellmaker, most overrated. Featherweight, who's the most overrated? Most overrated at featherweight? Well, that's an interesting one. John Silva's highly rated, but he might actually be legit. Featherweight. Maybe Diego Lopez. I never thought Diego Lopez was special. A lot of people still rate him pretty highly. JDM will be double champ? No, he will not. Stop it. Lightweight. Who's the most overrated at lightweight? Yeah, bro. I'm timing you out, bro. Just stop spamming and I won't do that. Like, I can't. I just don't want. Like, it's not like there's that many rules. Just, like, don't spam and don't be, like, super, super weird. That's about it. 2 things you don't do. And you guys still repeatedly do it. And I'm just like, stop. Overrated at 155? Fiziev. Paddy Pimblett. Michael Chandler. Paddy Pimblett's pretty overrated right now, I feel. Like, he's good, but it's just people. I'm getting tired of the Jack Quinn stuff. Yeah. Sean O'Malley's not overrated. Nope. Underrated. Sean O'Malley's underrated right now. 100% Sean O'Malley's underrated. JDM only belong in welterweight. Yeah, he would do nothing to anybody at middleweight. He would do nothing. Gaethje. People don't really rate Gaethje, though. That's a problem I have. When I'm going underrated, I think underrated is based on the people's opinion. And nobody really rates Justin Gaethje that high. People rate Paddy Pimblett as a future champion who poses threats to Islam. And it's just like, no, he doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for Paddy Pimblett having a name and being super popular, he wouldn't even be in the top 10. Like, this guy got into the top 15 by who? Bobby Green? Stop it. Overhyped? No, I'm talking overrated. No one really hypes him, though. Paddy Pimblett's the most overrated, in my opinion. Yeah, I believe Paddy Pimblett's overrated, 100%. And then most overrated at welterweight? I would say Shavkat Rakhmonov, but nobody really rates him right now. Buckley was overrated, but now things are kind of corrected following his loss. Ian Gary's pretty overrated right now. People think he can pose a lot of issues. I think Kamaru Usman's overrated. I think Kamaru Usman right now is overrated. He was underrated before the Buckley fight. Now he's overrated after the Buckley fight. So I think there needs to take some time and allow people to level off. Prates? No, I don't think Prates is overrated right now. I think he's fairly rated. People aren't seeing him how he was before. I would say Kamaru Usman's overrated right now, the most overrated right now. Ian Gary, way overrated. You know what? I'm not sure about Ian Gary. I really don't know about Ian Gary being overrated. Because he might actually be pretty good. But the only thing is, like, Usman was underrated 3 days ago. Yeah, Usman was underrated 3 days ago. And now, at this point in time, he's overrated. Crazy how you go from underrated to overrated. You never are properly rated. So I'm sticking with my guns. And I'm saying Usman is overrated at 170, the most overrated at 170. At 185, who's the most overrated? That's the easiest pick I've ever made in my entire life. DDP is the most overrated at welterweight. No question, no ifs, ands, or buts. Who has DDP beaten? He's beaten he's beaten a bunch of strikers. And people act like this guy is some generational talent that's about to go on some John Jones level title run or some Demetrius Johnson level title run. It's like, bro. Stop it. DDP got lucky against Sean Strickland that first fight. Like, he really should have lost that fight. But it is what it is. Who else is there? Who's Hamza Bean, though? Holland, Kamaru Usman, Robert Whittaker, flipping Gilbert Burns. Don't say Usman. He's overrated. Nah. Why can I not say Usman just because he's overrated? Just because someone's overrated doesn't mean it's not a good win. If someone beats DDP, that's a good win, even though DDP is heavily overrated. Yeah, overrated is basically every fighter with a name value who got a win after losing streak. True. Holland isn't that impressive of a win. It's a pretty impressive win. Considering that Holland has wins over guys like Buckley, wins over guys like Fluffy Hernandez wins over guys like Luque and you know. Thoughts on MVP status? I don't know his status. We live stream for DDP, right? Oh yeah, of course Are you kidding me? I'm live every pay-per-view. And then if a fight night is really good, I might do it. But see, the reason I'm not streaming the fight nights is because fight nights go till 2 a.m. and then I have work on Sunday at 5 a.m. So it's like I get 3 hours of sleep and then I'm dead for the day. And on pay-per-views, I'll sacrifice getting 3 hours of sleep. But sometimes on fight nights, I'm just like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it for, whatever the thing is, right? It's like I would, if I didn't work at 5 in the morning, can't say anything without getting timed out. Guru would never. I guarantee you, if Guru had this many people in his stuff and he saw what you were saying, he would time you out. What did we do? Nah, you know what you did. You only live for pay-per-view? That's a super casual thing. Bro, but it's like, I just don't want to go live and get 3 hours of sleep on a fight night that might be mid and has no real implications. Like, I knew Kamaru Usman was going to be Buckley. OnlyFans isn't a real job, man. I don't do OnlyFans anymore. Everybody has a sketch past. Is Zhang Ming Yang overrated? Nah, I think Zhang Ming Yang could definitely give problems to a lot of the top guys. 5 a.m. What work starts at 5 a.m.? So much work starts at 5. No, I don't work at 5 a.m. I work at 6 a.m. I just have to get up at 5 a.m. So, if I started work at 5 a.m., I would get up at 4. But I get up at 5 because I have work at 6 a.m. Imagine staying up for Blanchfield Barber. Yeah, exactly. When the UFC's putting on events that could genuinely they could just cancel. I bet you work at a golf course. No, working at a golf course is for young, attractive women and their ugly best friends who shouldn't be working there. You know what I mean? Working at a golf course is for attractive women. You know? Yeah, he works at a golf course. He slipped it out. Yeah, I work at a golf course. Yeah, that's what I work, bro. It's Gamrot versus Klein. Yeah, but if you stayed up to watch Blanchfield versus Barber, it was literally just closed. Carlos Ulberg? No, I think Carlos Ulberg is underrated. Miranda Maverick, can Loki get it? Yeah, lock him up. Police, get this man. Miranda Maverick? Yeah. At least that's not as bad as people saying that Zhang Weili can get it. It's like Zhang Weili can get it. I don't know. It seems a little bit gay. It's like Zhang Weili looks like a little boy working in a rice field. No offense, but it's like if I went to a rice field in China and saw Zhang Weili, I'd be like, you know what? This little boy needs my help. You know, you're a strong little boy. If I saw Zhang Weili in a hoodie, I'd be like, what's up, little boy? What's up, man? How you doing? And I'd go to dab him up. And then I'd hear like, no, I'm not going to do a Zhang Weili impression. That might be not politically acceptable. Hero. Why do people hate casuals? I don't know. Why do people hate casuals? Because they're annoying. The problem isn't with casuals. The problem is with casuals who think that their opinion matters and they need to tell other people their opinion. You know? Nothing's worse than seeing someone comment on an Instagram or Twitter post speaking out of their butt. You know what I mean? Like, go to an Instagram post about Chimaev and all you see is people talking about Drickus by falling piano. Like, why? Why won't you say where you work? It sounds like you're ashamed of it. Poker, why don't you give me your address? Sounds like you're afraid of it. Chris Cyborg smash air pass. Oh, smash or pass. Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg smash or pass? Bro. I feel like that shouldn't even be a question. And if you answered smash to Chris Cyborg, I think you got to come out of the glass closet. You know what I mean? Like, it cannot be more clear. It cannot be more clear. If I hear one of my friends saying, dude, Chris Cyborg and, you know, Jessica Andrade and Virna Jandiroba and Zhang Wei Li, dude, they're so attractive. I don't know what's attractive about them. I'd be like, dude, head 2 blocks down. There's a pride parade. Go over there, because that is the gayest thing I've ever heard. Who the fuck is this girl? This is literally a dude. Is this a dude? Vanessa Porto. Vanessa Porto. Yeah, this is a dude. That's just a dude. That's just a guy. That's just a man. That's just a girl with a penis. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's just a female with a massive schlong hiding underneath her pants. You fight that girl, bro, you're feeling in a third leg. You know? Hey, now I have you in full guard. You ready? I know you feel what I'm feeling. Right? Get into a fight with Jessica Andrade. Get into a fight with Kayla Harrison. Hey, I'm in control of you now. Hey, this ain't just a big clit. This is a peen. I took Sean O'Malley's advice when he said you shouldn't jay the peen. Now I'm horny. Dag is the Joe Piper of the golf course with sunglasses on, speeding around the golf cart, mean mugging people. I'm not salty man Joe Piper. No body cam off. My brother is a casual. It's so annoying. His fave fighters are Poirier, Conor, and O'Malley. Nah, that's not a casual's. Because casuals, no, if someone's favorite fighters are Poirier, Conor, and O'Malley, they're either the most casual person or the least casual person. If someone says Poirier, Conor, and O'Malley are their favorite fighters, they're either someone who's watched, they're only watching the main event of a UFC card, or they watch every single fight every single year. There's no in between. If someone says they like Yuri and Talbot and Wellmaker and Marab and Ilya, that means they're a casual. And there's no chance of them being hardcore. No chance. If someone says they like Marab and Ilya and Oliveira, you're a casual. I'm sorry. You got to say the company just like you won't say what line of work it is. I don't have to. I don't have to. Pereira, not Poirier. Oh, Pereira. Yeah, Pereira is a casual pick. Actually, no, Pereira is not a casual pick. Because nobody likes Pereira. I mean, everything used to be about Pereira, and now we just left in the dust. Like Nina Drama, dude. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy how Nina Drama is a literal bro? She's like a bop. She's a content bop. Actual content bop. She literally just goes from one fighter to another and whoever's winning. She literally just goes to whoever is winning. She went from Alex Pereira, who was the Shama guy, to Marab like nothing. She literally just left Alex Pereira in the dust. She used to be chilling with Alex Pereira every weekend. And now all of a sudden she's taking trips to Georgia. Like, where's your loyalty? Come on. Maverick does not have kicks. How did we go from overrated fighters to this? I don't know. It's a natural line. He's not a casual. He's just white. What? If y'all think Conor ever fights again, you're smoking dust. Oh, yeah. For sure, yeah. If you ever think Conor's fighting again. But I think Conor knows at this point in his life he's never fighting again. I think he's done. It's because we went from seeing Conor every week to being in some sort of news to now you haven't seen Conor in news at all. No fighters are calling him out. Khalil's name is RoundTree, not RoundTree. Khalil's name is whatever I want Khalil's name to be. I'm not changing the title. Sounds like they're just exciting fights. It's either golf course or Tim Hortons. It's not Tim Hortons. She's a She's a tick sucking the top fighter in the spotlight. Yeah, Nina Drama. Nina Drama is a leech. Genuine leech. Just sucking on the blood of whoever will line her pockets. All she wants to do. Oh, Pereira's on a win streak. Oh, Pereira owns the comment sections where everybody's saying Shama. I'm going to collab with him. Oh, Alex Pereira lost to Magomed Ankalaev. I don't want to. I'm not going to mess with you anymore. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Pereira, you won a bit, but now I don't want you. Any tips to break my monkey addiction? I'm not trolling. Your monkey addiction? Stop being a virgin. I don't know. I don't know. Would you smash a female that looks like Bigfoot Silva or Jordan Levitt? No, I would not. Who's your favorite UFC content creator? Momentum MMA. He's my favorite. But he's underground. He's niche, so you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. People forget, man. Chris Cyborg is Vanderlei Silva's daughter. Seem like an aerial guy? No, I cannot watch an aerial video. No, that's not my shit. I would say James Lynch. No. I don't know. I just be watching whatever. Thoughts on Lemon MMA? Don Lemon? Bro, who is this guy? He has 230 subscribers. Why are you asking me about this guy? Most popular video is 2.7k views. Who is that guy? Change his name or I will come. Dude, you're gonna come? What? She used Strickland, then hopped on Alex, now Marab. Yeah! Dude, genuine bop. Shorty, Nina Drama went from Strickland when Strickland was champ, went to Alex Pereira when Alex was champ, and then Marab. So who's next? Who does Nina Drama go to next? Nina's Drama career, succubus. Yeah. Is it me or Hamza DDP odds off? I don't know what the odds are. What are the odds? If I had to guess, I would guess Chimaev is a minus 350 favorite. Chimaev is a minus 190 favorite? Dog, you can bet the house. Minus 190? How does that make any sense? Lemon MMA is the GOAT. Smallest. It's probably your alt account. No, he's not the GOAT. Kill Mary Frick, Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, and Valentina. Okay. Mary Valentina Shevchenko. Frick, Amanda Nunes. Kill Chris Cyborg. I feel like that's the only way to do it. Because you cannot go every day. Because Amanda Nunes, if you marry Amanda Nunes and you end up living with Amanda Nunes, life is just going to be a living hell. Because at the end of the day, you're probably going to be waking up one night and or waking up one morning and going to brush your teeth, right? You brush your teeth and then you go to shave your beard, right? And then you look at your razor and like, this has hair in it. Why does this have hair in it? Right? You're like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Shave. Then the next day you wake up a little bit earlier and Amanda Nunes isn't in the bed anymore. And you look into the bathroom and Amanda Nunes is in the mirror just using your razor to shave her beard. And it's bigger than yours. And you're like, wait a minute. What are you doing? Hey,
Get back to sleep. I wasn't ready. Hey, get back to sleep. Hey, you know, I was getting ready. You don't like pretty women, huh? Hey, why? I need you to get my balls. Hey, actually, while you're awake, I need you to get to my balls. Hey, I need you to get under me and shave my balls real quick. Yeah. My penis is coming out again. It's that time of month. My penis come out like a turtle in a shell. Yeah.
That's Amanda Nunes. That's what life with Amanda Nunes is like. Hamza trains with Olympic wrestlers and DDP took himself down against Tavares. Yeah. It's not only DDP took himself down against Tavares, he took himself down against Brunson. And he looked like a white belt against Darren Till. Nunes gonna get the strap on you? Yeah, probably.
Hey, I thought, we come to this point in our relationship where we need to take things to the next step. Yeah.
Okay, Amanda. Yeah, I like where this is going. What are you thinking of going to the next step, Amanda Nunes?
I've been thinking about this, and I'm thinking I want to, put it in the butt.
Oh, Amanda Nunes, you freaky little thing. You little freak.
Yeah, so get the lube and get your butt ready. I'm gonna be coming with the strap.
Who's the most CTE in featherweight division, including unranked? Most CTE? I think Volk is getting up there with CTE. Nunes got a girthy 9 for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you probably go to, you're on your first couple of dates with Amanda Nunes. And after like the 4th date, she's like,
"Hey, I want to show you something. I want to show you my personal collection. Yeah, I want to show you my personal collection."
And it's just like a whole trophy case of just strap-ons.
This one I won. After this, I got this after my defensive championship against
Mary. I'm not answering those questions, bro. They're dumb, stupid questions. And keep asking them if you want to get continuously banned for 5 minutes every single time. Guys, I really just, like, please get rid of the membership because it's like, it ain't. What about Darren Elkins? Oh, Darren Elkins in terms of most CTE? Yeah, probably. Darren, the Damage, Elkins. There's probably a bunch of guys I'm forgetting. The most CTE? Like if I genuinely think about that, like Max Holloway, he's still in the rankings. I don't know. At featherweight's so specific. Tony Ferguson equals CTE. Yep. Clay Guida's another guy who's CTE, but he's not at featherweight. You know who I miss watching fight? Dude, I miss watching Paul Felder fight. I think Paul Felder was really when I first started watching UFC, I used to love watching Paul Felder on the regional scene just because how brutal he was. He was easily one of the most brutal men in fighting, period. Paul Felder. Regional scene. Like, he was genuinely brutal. Brutal. Like, he used to just beat on people. Am I rated To the actor? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be some stupid shit. Are you related to this actor? And then it's gonna be like some porn star. Oh, it's actually not. It's actually an actual British actor. Am I related to him? No, I'm not. You miss the Diaz brother? Their walkouts with the Stockton homies was the best. I miss when Sean O'Malley used to walk out with Superstar. I don't know what that is. I don't know what his walkout is. You kind of look alike. That's cap. I don't look like that. I don't look like Adam Long, dude. I look nothing like him. I look way more cooler. Are you related? Don't know who that is. I'm not searching them up. I'm never searching up any name you tell me to search up. Darren Elkins for death sentence, but Darren Elkins had to slam a bottle of vodka 1 minute before the fight. Steve will do it style. Who wins? Darren Elkins. Stop it. Dude. I think if you gave, I think you have a better chance of allowing death sentence to win if he was the one chugging a bottle of vodka, because he's just all energy in the first 3 minutes. I miss watching Paul Felder fight, said no one ever. Why? Paul Felder was super entertaining. His elbows, his knees. Paul Felder was brutal. He's a brutal fighter in terms of like brutality. You have sass, slay. I'm not. No, you're trolling. You're trolling me. You're trolling me. I don't have sass, and I don't slay. That's not true. That's not true. I've never done that in my life. Facts. Damn, he hit that slay nice. Yeah. I didn't hit it. Def wasn't his first time. No. Oh my god, bro. Cannot be left with you guys alone. We cannot be left alone. This feels like I'm in the room. Tim Tail. Thanks for letting me know, man. You know what? I really appreciate that, dude. Thanks for letting me know, man. That was actually you know what? I don't know where I would be in life if you didn't fill me in on that really important information to. Yeah, just important information. Wow. $11-year-old talking. No, he's not. Stop line. Dag, who is your favorite? Oh. You guys drive me insane. You guys genuinely drive me insane. Truly. How does this keep coming a topic of discussion? How come whenever I go to someone else's stream, they never bring up these male stars of sorts? Yet, whenever I go boot up my stuff, you guys always insist on bringing it up. You miss old Roy McDonald? Your aura. No. Dad, can we do a poll on whether... Seriously, is this what we're doing right now? Is this really about what we're doing? Is this what we find enjoyment in? Dag would make... okay, yeah. I just want to... Dog. Y'all went from, you know, I'm not making these guys mods. That's the last thing I'm doing is making any of these guys mods. That's the last. Poker would be an amazing mod. Yeah, that's literal an alt. Can't just go on an alt and be like and say, yeah, dude, this guy would be a great odd. I think there's two people in here. I genuinely think half of you guys are not real. I don't think you guys are real. I think there's two people in here, and the other 10, are just bots. I think all of you guys are either bots with the only goal of destroying my mental something. I think there's just going to be one day where it comes out and none of you guys were real and it's all bots. This is why, dude, I just want... No, I think all of you guys are bots and alt accounts. I don't believe any of you guys are real. No way there's someone else on the opposite side of the screen who's like typing this out and being like, dude, this is going to get him. Yo, this is hilarious. And then they start bringing up this guy named Tim. Like, take thoughts on Jeff. Just because we watched... Okay. Let's play bot or not. Start with me. Check the date I made this account. Nah. But this could have been a ploy all along. This could have been a government ploy. When are you doing a 24-hour stream? Never. Never again. I've been a bot all my life. No need to be anti-religious about it. Oh, now we're bringing up... Oh, my... I'm gonna explode. And not in the good way. Who are the bots? Everybody. Everybody. Everybody here is a bot. Poker? I mean, as soon as corn stars are mentioned, YT viewers just know that field well. I mean, maybe. You're the main characters, actually. Is Dag a bot? Oh, wow. Flipping the script on me. Am I a bot? Am I a bot who's just programmed to be mildly entertaining? Dag is a bot. No. Thoughts on... I'm going to smash my face into a wall after this, probably. That's probably the most likely next step in my life is just smash my head against a wall. Why are you getting so hateful and anti... Alright, I'm gone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Never bring up this guy again. I hate y'all all. And hopefully you never come back. No, I'm kidding. But seriously. Bots are usually on Shemaev and O'Malley fans. Thoughts on possible World War III? It's scary right now and we need some humor. Thoughts on World War III? Nah, nothing ever happens. Nothing. That's the thing you gotta realize. Nothing ever happens. World War III? Yeah, that's not happening. Nothing ever happens. The nothing ever happens chud is... You know, when you think something's about to happen, nothing ever happens. It's so true. You think something's about to go down? Nothing happens. Smash report for spam and misleading. Yeah. Stop being smash some tendies and honey musty. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have a sody pop after this. Yeah, nothing ever happens. Yeah, but nothing ever happens in your lifetime. Cause for all you know, life could have never have been real before you were born. Maybe life just happened the moment you were born. What if the moment you were born, life happened? Hear me out here. Nothing existed, and then the moment you were born, everything happened. And then in everybody else's brain, they just got filled with details to make up to that point in time. How do you explain old movie made in the 80s? It didn't exist. It didn't exist. Old movies in the 80s, that's perfectly explainable under my theory. Because the moment I was born, those movies existed and had the history created about them being made in the 80s when the 80s never existed. Think about that. Dwell on that. That's a complete possibility. Bro thinks he's Morpheus. Dag thinks we are NPCs. Someone tell him he's right. Dag and May on my screen. Monkey on another. 2 diff screens. 2. Yep. Count at 300. I am Morpheus. I literally took the pills that were given to me. Facts. Were you a pack a lunch kid in high school? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't pack a lunch in high school? What, are you just going a whole day without eating? These people who are talking about mostly deserve to get timed out for 24 hours. Yeah, I know, but I need the viewers. So I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to probably start trying to stream early in the morning. I might do that tomorrow. Because sometimes in the evening is when I'm at like the lowest amount of energy. You know, but at night I have some energy and in the morning I have some energy. So maybe I'll do that. These midday stuff is just trash. Completely trash, yeah. Completely trash. Now you raw dog the cafeteria food? No, bro. No way. No way. Bro, cafeteria food? I never had like a cafeteria at my high school where it was like you get free food. I never had cafeteria food where you get free food. It was always you have to pay for it, and it's overpriced bullshit. How many years have you been streaming, and when did your channel start to take off? How many years have I been streaming for? I don't know. Less than a year, maybe? Maybe just about a year. Live? You can at least sort by my oldest. My oldest live stream was 1 year ago, and it was UFC 300. UFC 300 was 1 year ago? Oh, my Lord. The weird viewers are the ones that keep it interesting. Do they, though? Do they keep it interesting? I mean, maybe. But it doesn't keep it interesting for me. It is pretty... You were streaming before 300? I wasn't streaming before 300. Pull it up. You have a very soft-spoken voice, yeah. Imagine if you stream for 5 more years. If I was getting asked questions about this Tim guy for 5 more years, I would probably blow my head off in GTA. But not in GTA. I don't get why Dag is so obsessed about... If y'all talk about Tim... I've had the stream going in the background. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Everybody wants to talk about this gay porn star for some reason. And it's just like, anything else? Please? I ask anything else. I beg of you, anything else. I want to just feel something. That's not this bullshit, but that's what I get. That's what I get for clicking stream. I always regret clicking stream. I'm like, the moment I click it, I'm like, all right, I'm about to endure some pain here. This is probably the worst pain you could probably ever feel is this pain right here. Why don't you stream video games also? I'm not a big video game guy. I don't be playing video games. I think it's, I don't know. I'm just not a big video game guy. I haven't been big into video games since like COVID times. You know? They can't game and get more L's. Yeah. Yes, you are, Dag. Quit the cap. How do you know Tim did gay unless you searched him? Flawed logic there. I mean, someone else said it. The only reason I know is because someone else said it. I feel like MMA can be up and down. Don't even post the blush emoji. Stop gaming and picked up gooning. No, it was simultaneous for. It was. Have you eaten today? I guess Putin. All right. Imagine Dag talking to him Minecraft server about. Yep, I'm gone. Yep, peace, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, you talk to someone else in real life about this Tim Tales person, and hopefully they find as much interest as you guys do. I'm gonna go get a bat and hit myself in the face with it repeatedly until I can lose that part from my memory. Thank y'all for ruining my afternoon. Dags, Downies. Jesus.